I'd like to talk about this guitar here. It's a 1989 Strat Plus. Now, apparently, the story goes that that was kind of around the time when America took back the ownership of Fender, and they sort of started to go, okay, we really need to get back what Strats are all about, or what Fender guitars are all about. And so they really sort of paid attention to the finer details, which they kind of lost in the 70s, apparently. All of this is just subjective, because a lot of those 70s Strats are collectibles now, so who knew? But anyway, I bought this because it was really, really white, and I wanted another guitar because my other guitar was really, really pink, and I just thought, well, let's get two. I've got this weird obsession with having to get two of everything. So I got this, and it just had a really good feel straight off, and it's ended up being like my workhorse guitar. I collect guitars, but this one seems to be coming back time and time again with all the gigs that I'm doing. Now, I think one of the reasons why, as well as it having a really sort of slinky kind of neck, and I've never had the frets changed or anything like that, is I've just tweaked it to my own sort of specs. One of the tips, these bridges here, they don't work if they're on an angle. I've just never found them to stay in tune at all if they're on an angle. They have to be parallel to the body. So set it up so it's parallel to the body, and it takes quite a bit of fingling and fangling in the back to kind of get that to happen. But this guitar is always in tune, and I've just got it sort of floating so I can get a little bit of that sort of, just a little bit of bend up. That sort of thing going, you know, Chris Isaak thing. And I've got this roll-on nut here which keeps it in tune. It's a replacement nut, and lockable thingamajiggies, what are they called, machine heads. Alright, but the pickup setup here is something that's, I think it's kind of unique to me. I've got a humbucker on the back, so neck pickup, and then on the humbucker, with a dirty amp or with a fuzz, with an overdrive pedal, that really kind of covers your harder rock kind of tone. But what I did is I wanted to be able to get a bit of a Telecaster tone, so I wanted to be able to wind that front pickup in with the back pickup. So bear with me now. There's your humbucker. If I pull this up here, it's got a little push-pull kind of thing. That's now single coil, so it's back to the Stratty kind of sound. And then if I want to get it like a Telecaster-y sort of sound, this knob in the middle, I've created a wind-in knob, so I can wind in the volume of the front pickup. So it's got that kind of Telecaster sound just instantly. So if you're in the studio and you've just got the one guitar and the guy says, oh, I could kind of use a Telecaster on this, well, that's kind of the closest option. Then when you go to these two on, and you've got the front pickup on, that's all the pickups on together in series, whatever that means. I got right into Brian May and his Red Special. When you if ever you get a hold of one of those Red Specials, they're all pretty close to his specs. Most of the sounds are completely unusable, really thin and really kind of nasally. But he's got it going through a particular setup of Vox amps, and that's how he gets those unmistakable kind of Brian May tones. So even if it sounds like that's unusable, well, try it with a different sort of tone with your amp. And anyone that's listened to Jimmy Page live, some of those tones are like thin and weird, but with bonzo belting the crap out of the drums, it works because it finds its place. So this guitar's got a lot of different tones. I usually end up using the neck pickup a lot, and then flicking it back for the solo sounds to the bridge pickup. There you go. That's what I've done, and it works really well. You end up doing a lot of different styles. For corporate gigs, you might be playing a sort of a jazzy sort of set at the start and then playing a party set at the end. So if you don't have to drag 5 guitars around with you, all the better. Walk away with a swag of money and a soft guitar case with just one guitar in it. Yeah.